30-minute time limit. Justin Borden is your referee. Introducing first, weighing in at 149 pounds, fighting out of Valley Village, California, is a Jungle King! And his opponent, fighting out of Van Nuys, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, Brody King!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's Hand of Doom. I am Excalibur, joining you here in the commentary booth shaped like a table as we kick off the evening of 2019 with a debut and perhaps the largest size disadvantage ever to be seen in a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla ring. Jungle Boy. Sorry, I called him Jungle Kid. Fuck. Wow, that was bad. Yeah, I just got a text message saying, yeah, I fucked that up. Well, sorry, guys. Jungle Boy. God, I can't believe I did that. I should have looked at the sheet. Oh, Brody King, though, does not care what you call him. He will chop the living bejesus out of him. Jungle Boy giving up 125 pounds in weight to Brody King. Brody King is presenting his chest for Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy ducks the chop, firing in with repeated elbow strikes to the jaw of Brody King that up until this afternoon was surgically wired shut. Cazadora, Brody throws him over, throws the lariat. Jungle Boy dropkick to the back of the head. Brody nearly went outside. Up, Tierras. Brody, oh, gets taken over. Jungle Boy charges in, pops him up, over does Brody King. Brody knocked off. Jungle Boy, backflip off the middle rope. Escalera reversing out into the arm drag. Brody taken off of his feet. Brody charges in, kick to the knee, kick to the jaw. Now Jungle Boy up on the shoulders of Brody. Brody spins him in, Cazadora into the arm drag. Jungle Boy takes Brody to the outside. Jungle Boy hits the ropes. Over the top, no! Brody caught him! He tried for the Fosbury flop, but Brody caught him and powerbombs him on the ring apron. Apparently me calling him Jungle Kid will not be the worst thing that happens to him tonight. Brody King picking Jungle Boy up. Oh, a blistering chop across the chest. Brody following Jungle Boy into the crowd. Withering chop. Justin Borden pleading with Brody to bring the action back into the ring, and he just hoists Jungle Boy up by the midsection and just throws him into the apron, and now just shoves him into the ring. Jungle Boy only been wrestling for about 3.5 years, almost exclusively in Northern California. Just very recently returning to Southern California as he is starting to make more appearances worldwide, obviously including Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Brody King with a huge Bradley Beal, sending Jungle Boy across the ring.
He's just a boy.
Another chop, and you can see Jungle Boy's chest turning various shades of red and purple as Brody King just having his way with him. I mentioned Brody's jaw was a super kick just about a month ago. That, oh, lays out with a senton, driving the wind out of Jungle Boy's chest. Covers him, hooks the leg. 2 count, Jungle Boy kicks out. Brody, on the receiving end of a super kick, actually cracked a molar, and that created a hairline fracture of his jaw. And then when they removed the molar, the hairline fracture became a full-on fracture and have his jaw wired shut for the last almost 4 weeks. And this is the first time he's been able to open his mouth in a month, and he is not wasting any time. Actually, he barely took any time off. He had to be in the hospital for a couple days, but did not affect his ring schedule. I'm about to fall back on some aphorisms, but Brody much tougher than I was about to give him credit for. Jungle Boy, though, tough in his own right as he is just getting absolutely bullied here by Brody King. Jungle Boy fighting up with some lefts and some rights, but a big sledgehammer across the shoulder blades. Drops Jungle Boy down to the canvas. More rights and lefts, and now an elbow, a chop, uppercut, chop combination, knee strike to the midsection. Clubbing lariat. Brody, though, catching the lariat, throws one of his own. Jungle Boy, oh, chop block. Takes Brody down. Jungle Boy hits the ropes, running knee strike to the side of the head. Goes into a reverse DDT. Brody, though, kicks out barely at one. Jungle Boy came over the top of the Cabrador, landed on his feet, catching Brody with the reverse DDT. Now up on the ropes, gets strung up on the ropes, laying in some right hands. Jungle Boy bounces into the Cazadora, into the stunner. Brody knocked to the apron. Jungle Boy showing some good stick-to-itiveness as he guillotines Brody across the top rope. Now Jungle Boy springs up and over. Ace Crusher on Brody on the apron. He dragged him face first into the steel frame of the ring. Jungle Boy this time does not get caught by Brody and slams into him on the outside. You can see, though, he is laboring for each breath after having his chest lit up like that. Now trying to pick Brody up, but he can't. That 125-pound weight differential is tough, especially when you got somebody like Brody on the outside. Brody, of course, faced PCO in the first round of the 2018 Battle of Los Angeles, now finding himself on a team with him in Ring of Honor, though. I bring that up because Brody actually fractured his tailbone in that match. Oh, Jungle Boy charged in, a choke slam, and actually just holding him up on the ring post by the throat. Jungle Boy, though, jumping knee strike, knocking Brody back. Savage chop by Brody King as he rolls in underneath the bottom rope to break the 20 count. The reason I'm bringing up Brody's litany of injuries is because that could provide a window of opportunity for Jungle Boy to take advantage of, whether it's the jaw, the tailbone. Oh, popped right up and over the top. Brody catches him with a fireman's carry. Jungle Boy lands on his feet, kick to the midsection. Jungle Boy, the rebound, caught, and the Argentine backbreaker into the powerbomb. 1, 2, 3, no! Jungle Boy kicks out. The faithful here in downtown Los Angeles cheering on Jungle Boy, but Brody King is just wrecking him 6 ways from Sunday. Hoists him up to the top rope, putting his legs on the outside. Usually that's indicative of a superplex. Jungle Boy knows that extremely well too. And he was trying to fight his way out of it, but Brody just punishing him with further chops. Brody has him up on the shoulders, fireman's carry type position. Jungle Boy laying in some left hands to the kidneys and some back elbows as he's fighting for position on the top rope. He's up on the shoulders of Brody King as Brody stands on the middle rope. Hurricanrana takes Brody in the hard way. Jungle Boy, oh, lung blower. 1, 2, no, Brody kicks out. Jungle Boy with his best opportunity of the match. He needs to capitalize. Brody on his knees. Jungle Boy, super kick to that jaw. A second one. Brody eats 3 in a row. First solid food he's had in a month. Now, Cristo. Jungle Boy lands on his feet, wild lariat. Brody with a catch and decapitates him. Sends him into the ropes. Black hole slam. 1, 2, no! Jungle Boy kicks out. Jungle Boy with some fight left in him. Brody King can't believe it. Brody just kicking at the head of Jungle Boy. A slap across the jaw. Look how bruised the chest of Jungle Boy is. Every breath is a fight, and then imagine you have somebody like Brody King just slapping you. Every time you think you can catch your breath, your entire head gets rattled by those massive hands of Brody King. Brody just, Jungle Boy did not go down though. He's standing up. He's firing back. That chop almost just landed on the shoulder. Brody sends him to the ropes. Jungle Boy ducks the lariat. Spins around, stride for the Hurricanrana. Brody hoists him up. Jungle Boy, though, right hands. Jungle Boy up. Yoshi Tonic! 1, 2, no! Brody kicks out. Brody picks him up. Power bomb! 1, 2. Jungle Boy kicks out. Pile driver! Brody just deadlifting him. Oh, sits out the pile driver. Brody puts the nail in the coffin and comes away victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Pwg Hand! Ladies and gentlemen, your second contest of the evening is a singles contest scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Nick Bonanno is your referee. Introducing first, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 170 pounds, DJ-Z! And his opponent, weighing in at 92 kilos, fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico. He's the coolest cat in professional wrestling. He is Pwg Hand!
Second match about to get underway. Nick Bonanno making his Pro Wrestling Guerrilla officiating debut as two men that made their debuts here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla in 2018. Squaring off, looking to create an impression not only on the fans, but also on the board of directors. DJ-Z getting a little love from the crowd. Pwg, I didn't put on all this makeup. I didn't put on this outfit. I didn't put on this fur for you guys to cheer for the other guy. Pwg, of course, tremendous lineage as a professional wrestler. Now DJ-Z with the hurt feelings. DJ-Z. Well, actually, back to Pwg for a second. Of course, he is part of the Casas wrestling family. Negro Casas, Felino. And despite what you may think, Brody King not actually related to Pwg. DJ-Z, though, a 15-plus year veteran in the sport of professional wrestling. But Pwg knows that Yave style very well. He's got DJ-Z all tied up, but DJ, he's spent his fair share of time in Mexico. He knows an escape or reversal or two. But Pwg, with the legs captured on DJ-Z, Z kicking out, not kicking out, he just raised his right shoulder just to prevent the pinfall. And oh, what tremendous abdominal strength as Z able to pick himself up, rolling. And now, just going around, only gets a 2 count. Puma, though, grabs the ankle, picks him up. Went for the arm drag. Puma cartwheels out. DJ-Z lands on his feet midsection. Taken up and over is DJ-Z. Z brought back up to his feet. Tierras, though, tried to take Pwg down. Puma, though, nips up out of it. Sweep of the leg pinfall attempt. Not even a 1 count double. Nip up and a face-off. These two guys extremely evenly matched. Pwg, as I mentioned, part of the Dinastia, the Casas wrestling family. He has lived and breathed professional wrestling, more specifically Lucha Libre, his entire life. Whereas DJ-Z Oh, DJZ with a drop kick to the back of the, or to the back of Pwg King, knocking him out of the apron. And knocking him out. DJZ, growing up in Chicago, but really making his bones in Pittsburgh. Over the top goes Pwg King. With the plancha to the outside, taking down DJZ. Z is somebody that, you know, began his training in the American style wrestling, but who's really amalgamated Japanese wrestling, Mexican wrestling, and American wrestling. And that has actually brought him all over the world as Pwg King, bludgeoning the chest of Z. With that chop now, building up a full head of steam. As Pwg King making his way around the ring and charging in, but walked right into a super kick from DJZ. Now DJZ gonna make his way around the ring. Hopefully this ends a little better for him than it did for Pwg King. Charges in, oh! Diving crossbody to the seated Pwg King on the floor. It was in Mexico where DJZ, just a couple years ago, executed a 450 splash and actually ruptured his colon as a result. Had to have emergency surgery. You can see still bearing the scars of that surgery. Oh, wow, comes in backwards over the top rope into an arm drag. Pwg King taken down. DJZ reverses into Tierras, goes around, nope, hits him with the arm drag again. Pwg King, not sure what to expect. Went to stand up for the monkey flip. Pwg King knocked him off. Kips up off the shoulders of Pwg King. Pwg King brings him up high, drops him down, and destroys him with a thrust kick to the jaw. And blowing that fur around the magnificent Globe Theater here in downtown Los Angeles. Reminiscent of Super Delphin and Shiryu. Splash in the corner. Just came around. Faked for the drop kick, but just came around with a kick to the side of the head. See DJZ holding on to that eye. Maybe the laces of the boots caught him in the eye. Pwg King having fun here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. He is extremely lighthearted, jovial. Some might say we saw it in the Battle of Los Angeles tournament. We saw DJZ taken down with the stalling vertical suplex, lateral press. DJZ was defeated in the first round of the 2018 Battle of Los Angeles by Robbie Eagles. We will see very shortly. Beautiful monkey flip. DJZ actually landing on his behindus, I believe is the medical term. Now, oh! Went for it again, but DJZ very wisely drops to his back. Puts Pwg King face first into the top turnbuckle. Comes off for the stomp. Pwg King rolls through. Nobody home in the corner. DJZ, oh! Thrown ribs first into the ring post. And the thrust kick knocking him off the apron to the floor. Nick Bonanno checking on DJZ on the floor. As Pwg King rolled in, rolled across, and rolled out. Overhand chop, knife edge chop. Rolls Z, and now bites him. on that already injured behind us. Now Puma King taking some time to pose for a picture on the outside, but allowing DJZ to recover. And again, kicking him. I thought that may have been incidental on that monkey flip, but it seems that was a strategy to work over the lower extremities of DJZ. Thinking perhaps atomic drop. Excuse me. Nope, goes up and over. DJZ lands on his feet. Waist lock, sends Puma King to the ropes. Lariat. Oh, DJZ up and over the top with a tope con hello. Puma King escaped to the outside, but DJZ followed immediately with the tope over the top. Puma King barely had time to turn around before DJZ was crashing off. Z bringing Puma King into the ring underneath the bottom rope. Now DJZ comes in. Off the middle rope. Hook of the leg, 2, no, Puma King kicks out. Puma King may have spent too much time joking around. DJZ seems to be all business right now. Puma King, though, reversing him. Throw to the corner, boot up. Sends him for a loop. Comes through over the shoulders. Into the reverse DDT, rebounding off the top rope. Cover, hooks the leg, not a lot of pressure on the shoulders. Puma King able to kick out. DJZ looking to press the attack, but Puma King not out of it yet. DJZ hits the ropes, comes running in. Set high, brought down with the Ace Crusher. Cazadora rolls through. Puma King steps through, goes over, rolls him up, ghetto clutch. 1, 2, no! DJZ kicks out. Quite a bit of misdirection there by Puma King. DJZ did not know when or where the pinfall attempt was coming from. Didn't actually know whether it was going to be a pinfall or a submission. DJZ, though, kicking the ankle of Puma King, stopping his ascent to the top rope. Now these guys fighting on the outside. DJZ going all the way up to the top. Flips over, thinking powerbomb. Puma King went for a right hand. DJ got out of the way and then successfully executed the powerbomb. Opted not to go for a pinfall. Instead, rolls through a bit of unnecessary flourish, and it cost him as Puma King got him square across the face with the kick. Puma King with at least one detractor in the crowd, telling him exactly what he thought of him, in his opinion. Now, ascending all the way to the top, but DJ laying in some right hands to the ribs, to the midsection of Puma King. Puma King drops down. He's caught up on that top rope. Up Tierras brings in DJZ the hard way. DJ spent a little too much time on the outside. Oh, just diving shotgun dropkick to the feet of DJZ, who kicks out. DJZ kicking out Puma King. Bit of a receipt for that tope on the outside when Puma King got caught by DJZ just as soon as he turned around. Doing the same with that drop kick. Now Z headed up to the top rope. Puma King laying in some rights. Hoists him up. Oh, DJZ reverses the powerbomb. 1, 2, no, King kicks out. Pwg King loves to use that avalanche pendulum powerbomb, but DJZ able to turn the tides, reversing with the Hurricane Rana. Rolls through. Oh, there's the pendulum powerbomb. 2. No, Z kicks out. DJZ being brought up to his feet by Pwg King. Nick Bonanno, I believe, saved a fan in the front row. An unpleasant experience. Oh, stunning shot by Pwg King. Oh, low trajectory German now, DDC. And now, DJZ making the long climb to the top. Pwg King rattled. .450! Pwg King got the knees up. Brings it through. And now, Pwg King, oh, steps through. Oh, look at this, a 3-1, a Mexican stretch, and he forces DJZ to tap out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Pwg King! Except for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, Justin Gordon is your referee. Introducing first, weighing in at 80 kilos from Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, is the Laredo Kid! And his partner, weighing in at 75 kilos from Tijuana, Mexico, Ray Horus. And their opponents, weighing in at 420 pounds from the Pazuzu Projects in New York, Santana Ortiz, LAX!
Santana and Ortiz challenging unsuccessfully for the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Championship titles last October 2018 at Smokey and the Bandito. The Rascals, Tasman Xavier, Zachary Wentz were victorious. Now looking to build their momentum back up to take another shot at the champions. But this impromptu team of Laredo Kid and Ray Horus would love nothing more than to make their mark here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla as a unit. This is Laredo Kid's debut. Horus has been a bit of a mainstay here, making the trip up from Tijuana, competing in the Battle of Los Angeles. Originally scheduled to be teaming up with Flamita. Flamita out due to injury. but when given the opportunity to pick his partner, Horace said, please give me Laredo Kid. Horace and Kid know each other extremely well. Of course, wrestling in and around Mexico as well as the United States. Laredo Kid, at the beginning of his career in AAA, since then going freelance. But right now, Santana showing off his lucha libre ability. Sweep of the leg, picks him up, Cazadora. Laredo Kid reverses arm drag, brings him down. Both men go for the arm drag. Both men roll through. Bit of a stalemate. Laredo Kid may not be readily apparent due to the mask, but Laredo Kid, the most experienced man of this match. And Kid's over mask was actually just removed by Santana. Santana's shocked by it. Charging in, Pipasso went for the trip, did Laredo Kid. Laredo Kid up and over the top. Santana rolls through. Laredo Kid springs up to his feet. Dora into the backbreaker. Santana hoists him up on the shoulders. Sits him out with a face buster, showing off his strength advantage. That fireman's carry into the sit-out face buster. Ortiz instructing the crowd that strength comes from the hips. It was a good hoist and a good throw. Laredo Kid goes behind, suplex attempt, blind tag. Ortiz comes in, rolls through. Laredo Kid charges in, gets taken down with the back elbow, backbreaker combination. Sent in the corner, now blind tag from Horace. Door reverse, Laredo Kid lands on his feet, throws the back elbow. And now Banderas, his own partner, to the apron, Ray Horace. Itching for a fight. Not often you see that. A shove. The chest of Ortiz, a shove returned by Horace. And now a series of right elbow strikes from Horace. Leapfrog goes for the trip. Ortiz, three-quarter roll over Horace, but Horace catches him with the leg lariat. Spinning lariat in the corner. Horace running elbow strike. Bit of a slide and a single leg drop kick. Catching him across the jaw. And now Santana and Horace. I think Santana's trying to sneak up behind Horace, but Horace caught him out of the corner of his eye. Santana charging in, Horace. In the corner boot. Horace up on the middle rope. Springs over! Twisting springboard DDT. Taking down Santana, boot block. Flying mare by Ortiz. Ortiz coming off the rope. Faked him out. And drop kick to the back of the head. Horace covered his face, but unfortunately for him, also covered his eyes. Didn't realize that Ortiz went over the top. Santana could see uneasy on his feet after being taken down for that twisting, swinging DDT. Springs off the middle, crossbody, takes down Horace. Sit out, sent on by Ortiz.
Got him.
Moonsault press. Spoke a little too soon. Santana looking pretty good right now. Leaping off the back of his partner. LAX in firm control, knocking Horace back to the ropes. Sledgehammer shot across the spine. Now Santana ripping at the mask, Justin Gordon. Felino was in the previous match. Excuse me, Puma King, Jesus Christ. Horace. Oh, just eats an elbow. Got fired up after that chop. Now double Irish whip into the ropes, double back elbow ducked under. Over the top goes Horace as he pulls Santana to a spear on Ortiz. LAX working at odds against each other. Catches the lariat into the swinging neck breaker. Laredo Kid looking for a tag. As Horace makes it to the corner, takes down Santana with the lariat and a right hand shot across the ear. Now sends him into the ropes. Diving elbow strike. Body slam. And now Ortiz. Oh, wow, Laredo Kid. Oh, sandwiching both members of LAX. Escapes to the outside, heading up to the top is Laredo Kid. 450 on both members of LAX. Two count as Ortiz able to kick out. Laredo Kid back up to his feet first. Ortiz, oh, just cuffed on the ear with that shot. Tag out to Ray Horace. Oh, top turnbuckle came off. Toru Yano maybe in the building. And now, oh, knife edge chop did not ring out pleasingly here in the Globe Theater. Uppercut. And now double Irish whip into the ropes. Shot to the midsection, shot to the chest, enziguri. Horace with that stalling leg drop. Only a one count, but Laredo Kid running in with shooting star press, double cover. Two, but Santana just throws a body block to break up the pinfall. Santana had to cover a lot of ground from the outside, inside to break up the pinfall attempt. And now, taking the fight to both of the luchadors. Horace ducked the enziguri, but instead became a gamengiri on Laredo Kid, elbow strike. As Horace heading up to the top. Oh, Santana though, running boot to the jaw. Santana maybe thinking suplex to the outside. I certainly hope not. Santana shoved down to the ring apron as Horace up to the top. Ray Horace leaping off the top rope with the Hurricane Rana, sending both members of LAX to the floor. Beautiful quebrada by Laredo Kid. Tremendous tuck and elevation. Ortiz rolled into the ring. Horace only with a 2 count from Justin Borden. Right elbow by Ortiz, right elbow by Horace. Exchanging shots, center of the ring. Ortiz seems to be getting the better. Horace rolls through, discus elbow. Off the rope. Powerbomb on the knees. Laredo Kid though, running palm strike. Boot to the back of the head by Santana. Ortiz belly-to-belly suplex. Beautiful frog splash by Santana. For the cover. Oh, Horace leaping over the back of Justin Borden to break up that pinfall attempt. Justin Borden giving the 10 count. Overhand chop by Horace. Knife edge chop by Santana. Santana seems to be getting the better of the chop game. And the man with the heart of the dragon. Now elbow strikes. Horace, oh! Hit that exposed turnbuckle. I believe lost a tooth. Bandera sends Ortiz over the top, lands face first on the apron. Chop to the chest by Santana. Bandera, oh! Gets strung up on the top rope. Horace clears him. Laredo Kid with the diving ace crusher. 1, 2, no! Santana kicks out. He went from outside to in with the ace crusher. Now Ray Horace up to the top. Laredo Kid sent into the legs of Horace. Now Santana. German suplex. Laredo Kid lands on his feet. Santana rolls through with the assist. Ortiz with a lung blower, super kick. LAX just laying out Laredo Kid. Oh, something on a low. 2, 3, that is it. LAX victorious.
Your winners, LAX! Ladies and gentlemen, this following match is the singles contest settled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Odie Brown is your referee. Introducing first, weighing in at 172 pounds, from Atlanta, Georgia, the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham! And his opponent, weighing in at 80 kilos, from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, he is the Sniper of the Sky, Rowdy Eagle!
If I was a better broadcast journalist, I would have asked either of these two men if this is a first-time meeting. I believe it is. But it's definitely Jonathan Gresham's debut here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. And stylistically, these two guys, oil and water. Gresham is nom de guerre, the Octopus. He is a grappler. He is a submission wrestler. Robbie Eagles his style is hard to pin down. I mean, he's a bit of a high flyer. He's a bit of a prototypical junior heavyweight style wrestler. But that's what makes him so difficult. You never know what he's bringing to the ring. Whereas Gresham You know exactly the style of match he's going to wrestle. But his mastery of that style of wrestling is as such that even if you're prepared for it, even if you've been game planning for days or weeks, it's hard to be able to match up with somebody like Jonathan Gresham. But Robbie Eagles controlling that wrist, hanging on to Gresham. See Gresham building up some momentum to break free of the wrist lock. Went to take the headlock, but Eagles once again captures the wrist. Gresham spinning through. Flying mare takes down Eagles. Eagles back to the wrist. Eagles putting the bandana back on. These guys admiring the ceiling here at the Globe. Gresham, though, getting the better of the exchange. The side headlock takeover, scissors. Eagles escapes. Gresham, you see, checking on that wrist. Good show of respect by these two men. Gresham, of course, currently doing most of his wrestling in Ring of Honor, but has had a tremendous career in independent wrestling all over the United States. And now putting on the brakes, blocking Eagles. Eagles tried to reverse the Irish whip into the corner. Trying to pick him up. Gresham, though, up, hangs. Brings him down with just a head drag. Backs off. Gresham rolls through, up and over the top, onto the shoulder of Eagles, and drag him down once again. Fakes with a drop kick, kicked him on the knee, and then takes him off his feet. And Gresham giving a shout out to Badass Translate Trading. Now stomp across the back of Eagles. Stomp to the knee, the outside of the knee. Gresham perhaps looking to inhibit Eagles' mobility. Breaks the grip of Eagles, boot to the midsection. Now, hammer throw into the ropes. Eagles reverses, steps up, takes him down by the wrist. Gresham throws the lariat, throws the back elbow, neither landed. Tierras by Eagles, leg lariat takes Gresham off his feet, and Robbie Eagles up to his feet. Extremely fluid movement by Robbie Eagles. Robbie Eagles, nearly as Australian as they come. I would say Adam Brooks is the most Australian. Eagles, a distant second though. Waistlock by Robbie Eagles. Gresham pulls out the leg, runs the ankle through, kicks the elbow, and takes him down the arm drag. Tremendous limb work by Gresham. And Gresham grabbing control of the wrist. And now actually controlling both arms of Eagles. As junior official Odie Brown keeping an eye on the shoulder of Eagles. Make sure it's not down. Now crucifix into a pinfall. Arm drag. Eagles taking over the top. And you could see the effects of Jonathan Gresham on the arm of Robbie Eagles as he's trying to get the blood circulating.
Come on, Robbie.
Oh, Gresham opts for an elbow strike to the elbow. Now steps over as Eagles once again with both arms captured. Eagles fighting with all of his strength. Gresham steps over. Oh. And now snaps back with both arms captured, hyper extending those shoulder blades, and now going to work on the foot of Eagles as he has them all tied up. Gresham rolls Eagles into a pinning predicament. Eagles kicks out though. And were he not in so much pain on both of his arms, he may be extremely worried about losing that bandana once again. We saw Eagles compete in the 2018 Battle of Los Angeles, eliminated by Shingo Takagi, finalist Shingo Takagi. Gresham rolls through. Eagles tried to reverse the arm drag. Gresham rolled through, but Eagles one step ahead, catching him with the drop kick, taking him off his feet. Gresham extremely composed. We've seen 3 debuts thus far tonight. Gresham looking the least nervous of all, but that was until Robbie Eagles started concentrating on that knee of his. 3-1-0 by Eagles. And a leg drop to the back of his head as Eagles takes to the air, springboards in, and comes crashing down on the back of Gresham's head. We'll have to watch whether it's Gresham's head or knee that Eagles targets. Instead, actually targeting the chest with those kicks. Eagles hits the ropes, sliding kick across the chest. Gresham backing up to the corner. Double knee strike brings him down to a seated position. Eagles rolls back, charges in, another running knee strike, this time catching Gresham in the face. Rolled through into a pinning predicament. Didn't have a high bridge. Gresham very easily able to kick out. Robbie Eagles gonna have to try a little harder than that, though. May just be forcing Gresham to expend energy at this point. Marathon, not a sprint approach. Waistlocks reversed by Gresham, reversed by Eagles, reversed by Gresham, reversed by Eagles. Gresham stomped the outstretched arm, steps over, rolls through, 1, 2 count. Jonathan Gresham, as expected, putting on an absolute clinic. Eagles clutching that left arm very close to his body. Boot up, blocked by Gresham, chopped to the chest. Now Gresham sent across the ring. Eagles gets his legs swept out from under him. Gresham, big steps and into the drop kick. Jonathan Gresham Big drop kick to the face of Robbie Eagles, now with the waist lock. Eagles with some back elbow strikes. Escapes out of it, Gresham crisscross, hits the ropes. Slides through, off the middle rope. And another diving stomp, Gresham again into the pin. Nope, steps over. 1, 2, no! Almost had him with the European clutch. But Eagles able to kick out. Jonathan Gresham, as smooth as some camembert. But Robbie Eagles still in it, still alive and using those educated feetsies of his. That low kick to the outside of Gresham's knee, maybe catching him a little high on the IT band. We saw Eagles concentrate his attacks on the knees of Gresham earlier. That could seriously affect the fluidity of Gresham. And now a fire fight erupting in the center of the ring. Gresham, step up enziguri, German suplex. And you can see mid-bridge raising that knee off the canvas. Oh, knockout shot, 1, 2, no! Gresham went for it again. Eagles steps under, catch, shot, backpack. Nope, Gresham rolls him through, 1, 2. And now Gresham and Eagles, neither man with the upper hand. Eagles, Gresham able to kick out, Eagles rolls through, super kick, drops him to his knees. Gresham, no! Went to charge in, roundhouse kick, cross kick to the jaw, Gamengiri. Eagles rolls him through, flattens him, hooks the leg, 2, no, Gresham kicks out. Eagles hit the backpack driver, and now heads to the top, 450, onto that tenderized leg of Jonathan Gresham, and now locks him up. An inverted figure 4. Looks like a trailer hitch. Gresham forced to tap out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Robbie Eagles! The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Championship. Justin Barton is your referee. Introducing first, the challengers. Weighing in at 215 pounds, from Murray, Kentucky, he is the Kentucky Gentleman, Chuck Taylor! And his partner, weighing in at 197 pounds, from Strong Island, New York, Together, They are the Best Friends! And their opponents, fighting out of Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at a combined weight of 387 pounds, the team of Desmond Xavier, and too sick for this world, Zachary Wentz. They are the reigning, defending Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champions. They are the
The last time we saw Chuck Taylor in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, it was in singles competition. I believe it was when he lost the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship title to Keith Lee. It's been a minute, a hot minute, since the Best Friends came back to the place where their friendship fully blossomed. I guess it was born and blossomed. And the landscape, the tag team landscape, has changed significantly. Most notably, the Rascals on an absolute tear. Defeating LAX at Smokey and the Bandito, their most recent title defense. But also defeating the Lucha Bros. Teaming up with Shima. The Strong Hearts contingent at Battle of Los Angeles 2018, that memorable encounter, available on Blu-ray and DVD at ProWrestlingGuerrilla.com. Chuck Taylor, single leg sweep. Zachary Wentz goes up and over the top. Taylor throws a lariat tornado, takes down Chucky T, and Chuck very wisely backs off. As Zachary Wentz, Trent asking, pleading with Wentz, like, what are you doing? Trent, of course, was once one of the preeminent junior heavyweights in professional wrestling, but now has made the full-fledged transition into heavyweight territory, despite only being 197 pounds, and Desmond Xavier taking all 197 pounds of Trent down to the canvas with that drop kick. Best Friends, a little taken aback here by the champions. We've seen Wentz and Xavier only grow in confidence since claiming the titles. The fans encouraging Trent to use some of his heavyweight prowess on the smaller Desmond Xavier. Shoulder tackle, and there we see, like, running into a brick wall. Xavier building up a head of steam once again. And Trent just takes him off his feet. Now both members of the Rascals look at this specimen. Trent, a real muscle hunk. Backing Xavier up to the corner. Overhand paintbrush chop. Desmond Xavier trying to create some distance, but Trent keeping the pressure on him.
Do a big man chop.
Another overhand chop. Chucky T tags in. Chuck brings Dez up and sets him down thusly. Beautifully executed body slam by the Kentucky gentleman. Chuck slams Desmond face first into the top turnbuckle. Shoulders to the midsection. Desmond Xavier trying to break free. Trying to really taking his time in and out. Some miscommunication here between the best friends. We've seen quite a bit of that over the last couple months. They work together very effectively as a tag team, but they're the fact that they get on each other's nerves so much is the greatest detriment. They are very Kevin Steen and Generico-like in that regard. Trent instructing Chucky, saying you're supposed to slam him for Trent to hit the senton. Trent building up the energy. Desmond tried to make the escape, but Chuck was right there to kick him back in the ring. And there we see the senton over the top. Chuck just crushing the midsection of Desmond Xavier. The real heavyweight of the two has hit the ring. Are we gonna see it? Oh, the Rascals interrupt the hug of the best friends. The embrace. Zachary Wentz saying it's just smart tag team wrestling. Their embrace not as sought after as that of Chucky T and Trent. Chuck with a Piscato to the outside, crashing into Zachary Wentz as Desmond Xavier keeps up the pressure on Trent. Xavier rolls through, double boots up by Trent. Desmond Xavier on roller skates, very unsteady. Now Trent up to the top rope. Cut off, went for the crossbody, but Desmond Xavier caught him in midair with the lung blower. But you can see immediately came up clutching that right knee of his. A tremendous counter. It remains to be seen what effect it had on the knee. Dez very uncomfortable with that knee, trying to work out some kinks. Ooh, just a right to the jaw. Justin Borden needs to instruct him to open up those hands as Desmond Xavier just laying in rights and lefts, raining down blows on Trent. Oh, just starching him with that right cross, landing flush on the jaw. Now Zachary Wentz comes in with the stalling senton over the top, a little Latino Heat-esque shimmy. Now body scissors by Wentz, continuing to squeeze the breath out of the lungs of Trent. Zachary Wentz extracurricular activities, drawing the fans' attention away from the ring as Trent makes his way to the bottom rope to force the break. Trent taking his eye off of Zachary Wentz and then eats a super kick for his trouble. He got in the face of a fan here at ringside, and Zachary Wentz saw a window of opportunity open up. Wentz hits the ropes. Set high and brought down hard by the strength of the heavyweight Trent. Diving tag by Wentz, tags in Desmond Xavier. Chuck Taylor taken off the apron. Now Trent isolated in the ring. Desmond Xavier, some probing kicks. And just a series of right and left hand shots followed up, punctuated by that elbow strike. And Trent with a massive chop answering in kind and more. Desmond Xavier tried to round the corner. Trent with a swinging DDT. Planting Desmond, thought he got up to his feet. Well, that was short-lived as he went down in a heap. And now Chuck Taylor hits the ring, laying in elbow strikes. Just rapid-fire shots to the jaw of Desmond Xavier. Sends him into the ring reverse. Chuck steps over the top, sits out with a powerbomb. 1, 2. Covered the shoulders, but Zachary Wentz was there in time to break up the pinfall attempt. Throw into the corner. Chuck leaps up and over the top. Oh! Belly to belly. Chucky T goes over the top. 1, 2. No! Standing slice bread by Chucky T. Desmond able to kick out after he waterfalled down onto his partner, the belly to belly from Chuck. Elbow strike. Whoa! Desmond bringing the heat with that one. Chuck winds up, steps in. Xavier taking a minute to compose himself, hits the soul butt to the midsection, right on the belly button of Chuck Taylor. Des hits the ropes. Brought down by Chuck Taylor. Trent with the blind tag in. Soul food. Half Nelson suplex combination. Went for the lawn dart. Meeting of the minds by the best friends. Double drop kick. Taking down Taylor and Beretta. Double sweep by the best friends. Lope Suicida takes out the best friends. Now Zachary Wentz building up a full head of steam. Over the top with a huge pescado to the outside. Trent looking a little unsteady after those rapid succession dives by the champions. Shot to the midsection, kick to the chest, to the thigh, kick to the chest, kick to the back of the head, and a stomp to the spine. Cover, hook of the leg, 1, 2, 2 count. Trent gets the boot up as Zachary Wentz was charging in. Now Desmond Xavier charges in though, hits the uppercut. Chucky T. Oh! Beretta! With the knee strike on Xavier, taking him off his feet as Wentz and Chuck are brawling on the outside. Trent was thinking crunchy. Desmond reverses. Oh, up kick. He stood on his own head. Did him with the up kick. Sweeps out the legs. Catapult. Super kick. And now Wentz with the stomp to the chest. 1, 2, no. Chuck Taylor there in time to break things up. Justin Borden has his hands full. Now Chuck Taylor taking the fight to Desmond Xavier. Bandera up and over the corner. Chuck knocked down to the apron. Went for the wild swing. Back elbow takes Desmond off his feet. Trent looking for the pile driver on the apron. Zachary Wentz. Oh! Swung out and spiked him head first on the ring apron. Trent crashing down to the floor, and Chuck Taylor taken down with a super kick for good measure. Desmond up to the top rope. 450, Trent rolled out of the way. Assisted drop kick. Trent gets absolutely rocked by the Rascals. And the moonsault shove blocked by Trent. Trent rolls him up. 1, 2, no! Wentz kicks out. Chuck. Snap pile driver. Trent. God style pile driver. 1, 2, no! Wentz kicks out. Zachary Wentz kicking out of 2 consecutive pile drivers. Yes, the best friends are feeling it. Chuck heads up to the top. Trent has him in position for the crunchy. Boot to the face, Yoshi Tonic. Oh, nearly decapitated Desmond Xavier with that rising knee strike. Chuck Taylor throws a lariat. Wentz hits a knee of his own. Oh, he threw him over Chuck's back, and the Rascals retain the championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, and still the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champions, the Rascals! The following contest is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall with a 30-minute time limit. Nick Bonato is your referee. Introducing first, weighing in at 206 pounds from Austin, Texas, this is ACH! And his opponent, weighing in at 83 kilos, from Torreon, Mexico, this is Bandito!
Welcome back, ACH, but a few things have changed while you were gone. Bandito, an utter heartthrob here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. After his amazing run in the 2018 Battle of Los Angeles, and actually even before that, he was on fire all of last year. Now looking to keep the momentum going here in 2019. And a victory over the returning ACH would be a great way to start things off. ACH nonplussed by the youngster, by the newcomer. A little bit of a Laro chant, and yes, ACH blessed in that regard. Bandito having a little fun at ACH's expense. Bandito coming upon his 7th year of professional wrestling experience at the tender age. I say tender because it's been a long time since I've been 23 years old. And he is in very nearly a class of his own, as ACH finding out firsthand in this first ever meeting between these two. Collar and elbow tie-up. ACH with the size advantage. I don't want to say he has the strength advantage because I've seen Bandito suplex Jeff Cobb, which is no easy feat. ACH tugging on the mask of Bandito. Still having fun. Blowing kisses to the opera box. Very tentative approach by ACH as he grabs the wrist of Bandito. Yanking on the arm, trying to dislocate that shoulder. A deep twist. You see Bandito struggling, trying to unclench the fingers of ACH. ACH just yanking down once again on that arm, still maintaining control of that wrist. Bandito rolls through, escapes, and kips up. Boot to the midsection. We almost saw Stone Cold ACH make a comeback as well. Bandito had the stunner scouted. Shoulder bump. ACH went for the trip. Bandito breaks through. Oh, high boot to the face. Went for the trip. ACH showing he's no slouch in the athleticism department. Bandito going for a big kick. ACH Irish whip into the ropes, throws the lariat. Bandito reverses the quebradora into a tierra, takes him down. ACH spills to the outside. Bandito building up a full head of steam. And he puts on the brakes. Bandito. If it's raining outside, be sure to bring your La Parka. ACH getting fanned by the fans, though he hasn't exerted himself all that much. Bandito como bandito. Now, Bandito getting a pity chant going. Trying to inspire ACH to dance, but ACH suckered him in. And chopping Bandito off of his feet. Right hand to the crown of the head. Chop to the chest. And now ACH feeling a vibe. Lateral press. 2 count. ACH getting in the face. Nick Bonanno, the official here in this match. Bandito puts on the brakes, back elbow. Rattles ACH. And now Bandito grabbing the hand. Oh, ACH reversing, sweeping out the leg, crouching Bandito on the top rope. Only a 2 count for ACH. Stomp across the back, now picking Bandito up. Scoop and a slam. Again, we're seeing faint hints, glimmers of Stone Cold ACH. And now ACH grabbing at the mask of Bandito. Nick Bonanno ready to disqualify him with that, but ACH comes back with that short knee drop. Only gets him 2 counts. Bandito able to kick out, lateral press, 2 count again. Attempting to make Bandito rest in peace, but he will not go lightly. Bandito on the receiving end of those disrespectful, more than anything, kicks by ACH. Just stomping an Austin, Texas-sized mud hole in the chest of Bandito. ACH bringing Bandito up to his feet. Snap, Mare sends him over, drops the short knee once again. Just falls into a pinning predicament, only a 2 count. ACH could be underestimating Bandito. And this could come back to bite him, but ACH extremely skilled. Knife edge chop by ACH. Bandito breaks free of ACH's grip. Overhand chop knocks him to the floor. ACH sent into the ring underneath the bottom rope by Bandito, but Bandito very slow to capitalize. And ACH again trying to demask Bandito. Showing absolutely no respect. Tremendous knife edge chop. ACH really luxuriating in his handiwork. Prudent counsel would be to just keep the pressure on Bandito to try to put him away as quickly as possible. He's proven to be one of the toughest, most durable competitors. And one of the hardest hitters. Bandito with the hamstring humps up to the middle rope. Hits the scissors, takes ACH to the outside. ACH puts some distance between himself and Bandito. Now Bandito. Tope suicida. Bandito launching himself through the ropes, crashing into ACH on the outside. Nick Bonanno giving both men the 20 count. Bandito bringing ACH back to the apron, hitting him overhand chop ACH. Coming back into the ring is Bandito heading up to the top. Bandito up top. Slipped a little bit, but still hit that diving frog splash. Came down a little awkwardly, but ACH immediately retreating out to the outside. ACH just putting as much distance as possible between himself and Bandito. Boot to the midsection by Bandito. Bandito and ACH now brawling. The feet of the fans. Oh! ACH wants to chop Bandito. Bandito ducked, and ACH, his hand colliding with the steel ring post. Now Bandito very uneasy on his feet. Still with a momentary advantage as ACH surveying the damage to that right hand of his. Bandito standing on the middle rope, now on the top rope. ACH shoves him back down. Springboard up, hook on run, and takes him in the hard way. Two count, very nearly a three, but ACH able to kick out in time. ACH up to his feet. Back elbow, staggers Bandito. Chop staggers him, but ACH, see, still feeling the effects of the ring post. Another one ill-advised. Hammer throw reverse. Oh, Manhattan dropping. Bandito taking off his feet. Cover. Look at the leg. Only two. Great counter by ACH. Creating a chance at putting away Bandito. But right now, his hand is a source of serious concern. Couldn't even cinch in the waist lock. You may have to, oh, deadlifting him up. Bandito blocking, he scissored the legs around the right knee of ACH. Waist lock reversal, ACH sent it to the ropes, boot up. Fake, high, took him out, super kick. 1, 2, now Bandito kicks out. Waist lock, deadlift, into the low trajectory, German Bandito kicks out. Tremendous strength shown by ACH. But even more heart and tenacity being shown by Bandito. Bandito, the lion's share of support. Here at the Globe Theater, ACH, a little flustered. Whoa! ACH opts for the elbow strike. Bandito just lighting up the chest of ACH. Another elbow strike. ACH thinking wiser of it. And those overhand fastball style chops from Bandito causing ACH to rethink a lot of life choices that brought him up until this point. Hard thudding chops from ACH. Running boot from Bandito stops ACH in his tracks. Boot from ACH stops Bandito in his tracks. Double boot block, double lariat, both men down to one knee. And each man only as upright as they are because of the opponent. They're hanging on to one another. Exchange of chops. Bandito seeming to get the better of it, but ACH wincing. Bandito hits the ropes, ducks the lariat, ducks the back elbow. Oh, the Stez press! Stone Cold ACH! 2 count only after the Stez press elbow drop combination. And he laid in some right hands for good measure somewhere in there. Showed him the finger. Boot to the midsection. Bandito, boot, stunner! No, ACH kicks out. Bandito hits the rope. German! 1, 2, 3, that is it. Bandito puts away ACH.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Bandito! Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. And it is for the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship. Justin Martin is your referee. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing in at 215 pounds, from Cameron, North Carolina. He is Trevor Lee! And his opponent, weighing in at 263 pounds, from Honolulu, Hawaii, he is the reigning and defending Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion, Jeff Cobb!
Went for the Battle of Los Angeles finish. Trevor Lee almost rolled him up. And this match getting started. It was at the 2018 Battle of Los Angeles where Jeff Cobb defeated Trevor Lee in 13 seconds. To advance, oh, Cobb kicked on the shoulder. Pinpoint accuracy by Trevor Lee. Cobb advanced in the tournament, going all the way to the finals, winning the 2018 Battle of Los Angeles, and then defeating Walter to become the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion. Trevor Lee, though, not gonna make the same mistake twice, bringing the fight directly to Jeff Cobb. Trevor goes up and over. Went for the kick. Cobb catches, sweeps out the leg. Trevor Lee, the back of his head crashing to the ring apron. Cobb with the full support of the fans here in Los Angeles. Trevor Lee with the full disdain of the fans here in Los Angeles. Oh, Trevor thrown hard into the opposite turnbuckle. Nearly turned inside out. Trevor Lee making his Pro Wrestling Guerrilla debut 5 years ago. He's one of the longest tenured members of the roster. But Jeff Cobb does not care about that as he throws him across the ring. Trevor Lee on the apron. Cobb picking him back up to a vertical position. Hammering his forearm perpendicular across the spine of Trevor Lee. Trying to bring him in the hard way. Trevor, though, guillotines the arm. As Cobb was standing on the middle rope, Trevor Lee guillotined the arm over the top, brought him down, and Trevor went all the way down to the floor with it. He's really concentrating on the arms of Cobb, trying to prevent him from getting a solid grip. Cobb, of course, the Olympian. He can throw suplexes for basically the entire day. It's that hip, it's that lower body strength. But if he is unable to effectively grip Trevor Lee, that would create an opportunity for Lee to not only escape the suplexes, but perhaps even go for a submission victory. It seems odd to think that Jeff Cobb has any weaknesses, but Trevor Lee may have exposed one in the arms of Cobb. Cobb catching the float over attempt. Trevor Lee, though, just driving Cobb shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Bandera sends Trevor up and over the top rope, shoulder to the midsection. Trevor Lee heading up top, and Cobb leaps up and catches him with a drop kick. And Trevor Lee just grotesquely strung up in the turnbuckles. Now Cobb, front chancery applied on the top rope. Picking Trevor Lee up into a stalling vertical suplex while he's on the middle rope. And Cobb bringing Trevor Lee in the hard way. But Cobb's elbow was sandwiched between Trevor Lee's head and the canvas when it came down. You can see he's holding that left arm very close to his body. Telltale sign, discomfort. Cobb grabbing a handful of Trevor Lee's hair, picking him back up to his feet. And thinking perhaps hammer throw. Across the ring. Oh, Trevor Lee sternum first into the turnbuckle. Cobb dropping flat on the canvas, putting as much oomph into that as he possibly could. Steps in, the headbutt knocking Lee down to his backside. Trevor Lee firing up with that elbow strike, and now an uppercut. But Cobb takes him off his feet. The brutal chop to the chest. Jeff Cobb with the upper hand. Just bull rushing Trevor Lee to the corner. And now shoulders to the midsection. Jeff Cobb here in his first Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship title defense since defeating Walter. And now just twisting throw. Cobb really could not launch him effectively, but he still spun him nearly out of his shoes. Cobb wincing. Maybe trying to do a mid-match adjustment there. The assistant to the top rope. Flooding chop to the chest. Lee wilting. It's Jeff Cobb taking advantage of him in the corner. Something of a moral victory for Trevor Lee to have lasted longer than 13 seconds, but I bet if you ask Trevor Lee, he would say moral victories are for suckers, or perhaps something less kind. He has his sights set on the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship title, something that has eluded him in his career. Gut wrench, Carellin style lift from Jeff Cobb. just hoisting Trevor Lee up from the canvas and depositing him back down. Now with the chin lock applied, forcing Trevor to reach, to grab for the ropes. Now working after the fingers of Cobb, trying to break him free. While Cobb has a very obvious size advantage, Trevor Lee with those big Carolina Pine thighs is strong in his own right. And we've seen him deadlift many an opponent, and I would not put it past him to be able to deadlift somebody like Jeff Cobb, all 263 pounds of him. Near 50-pound weight disadvantage for Trevor Lee. Cobb, as I mentioned, former Olympian, competing in Athens, representing the island of Guam. Moonsault rest, incredible agility by Cobb, never ceasing to impress, but Trevor Lee, a heartbeat faster, getting out of the way as Cobb went crashing down on the canvas. You can see clutching at that shoulder. As Trevor Lee winding up. Cobb bull rushing Trevor Lee again into the corner. And then the chop. Just weakening Trevor Lee up top. Cobb struggling to make his way up. Front chancery again. Cobb maybe looking for suplex. Oh, big right hand, a shovel hook to the midsection by Trevor Lee. A right elbow, a second one, and a third. Cobb as the waist lock cinched in up top. Trevor Lee goes over the top of those elbow strikes. And now looking for the powerbomb. Cobb grabbing up to the top rope, and Trevor powerbombs him down. Oh! Savage PK by Trevor Lee, just blasting the chest of Jeff Cobb. It was chest and perhaps shoulder as well. And Cobb was trying to support himself on the bottom rope, but he actually spilled to the outside. Trevor Lee up to his feet. Tope con hello! Just knocking Cobb back and down to the floor. Cobb knocked backwards Trevor Lee. May not have had a great landing because he is still down while Cobb is making his way to his feet. Trevor Lee, extremely slow to rouse.
Come on, Jack, let's go!
Oh, he does not look good. He's looking extremely unsteady. Crawling into the ring to break the 20 count. Trevor Lee may have knocked himself silly. He came down full force on Cobb. Couldn't see how he landed, but still pressing the attack. Left and right boxing style elbows. Trevor Lee, Cobb ducks one. Trevor goes over, sunset flip. 2 count. Cobb kicks out. Trevor grabs the front chancery. Cobb muscles him back to the corner. Jeff Cobb buying himself some precious time. Trevor Lee, though, with the boot up, just snaking it in. Off the top rope, moonsault, takes Cobb down. Trevor covers. 2 count only, says Justin Gordon. Justin, the acting senior official tonight, in the absence of Rick Knox. Now there we see the waist lock. Can Trevor get him? Does he possess the strength to suplex the champion? Cobb pulls him out. Went for the cradle, but Trevor gets down to his feet, just hammering him with elbow strikes. Cobb twisting inside and out, driving Trevor Lee down on the back of his head. A draping cover, 2 count. Trevor Lee barely had to exert himself to get that right shoulder up. Cobb unable to effectively pin the challenger. Jeff Cobb looking extremely unsteady. Those attacks to the shoulder by Trevor Lee. I won't say reaping dividends just yet, but really making Cobb work to hit those suplexes that come so naturally to him. Elbow strike by Cobb sends Lee draping over the top rope. Jeff Cobb sends Trevor Lee in. Crucifix. Nope. Trevor Lee instead went for very nearly a grounded Manji Kutami. Trying to put torque on the shoulders of Jeff Cobb. I think Trevor may have been thinking a pinfall, but instead very expertly countering into a submission hold. Cobb with the F5000, but still very slow to cover. Not putting any pressure on the shoulders of Trevor Lee. Cobb slow to capitalize here in his initial defense of the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship title. Trevor clutching at the hands of the fans, trying to prevent Cobb from drawing him back towards the center of the ring. Cobb does, waist lock applied. Back elbows. Trevor, roundhouse. I think he grazed him, swept at the leg. The running PK. A second and a third. Knocking Cobb back, 1, 2, no, Jeff Cobb kicks out. Trevor Lee methodically picking apart the upper body of Jeff Cobb. And with the left arm outstretched, Trevor Lee with a jumping stomp on the back of the elbow of Cobb. Front chancery by Trevor Lee. Draping Cobb. His arm over the top. Trevor trying for a display of strength, but Cobb. Trevor grabbing the shirt of Justin Borden's back elbow. And now Justin sent to the outside. And Jeff Cobb sent over the top. Oh! Cobb dodged out of the way, but Justin Borden was not so lucky. The running PK on the apron. And it's square on the chest of Justin Borden. Cobb went for the lariat to the ankles. PK by Lee. Now Trevor Lee sending Jeff Cobb back into the ring. Went for the diving body press. Tour of the Islands! 1, 2, 3, nobody's there to count it. Nick Bonanno, no! Trevor Lee kicks out. Trevor Lee kicking out of the Tour of the Islands at a count of 8 or 9, but still no official was present, so this match will continue. Jeff Cobb ready to put away Trevor Lee, to put away the challenger. Deadlift German suplex. Cobb holding onto the waist. But you can see he's having trouble with the waist lock. Maybe not that much trouble. Because he is just ragdolling the challenger. And maybe putting the first notch in his belt. His world championship title. Trevor Lee grabbing at the Nick Bonanno. Oh! Kicking Cobb low. While the referee's back was turned. Trevor Lee attempting to level the playing field. Leaping stomp. 1, 2, no! Cobb kicks out. Trevor Lee with a leaping stomp, getting as close to victory as he has for this entire match. Now Trevor asking for a chair. And being given one, Nick Bonanno pleading with him. This could result, or most certainly would result, in a disqualification. If Trevor were to use the chair, what could he be thinking here? Nick Bonanno grabbing the chair, preventing Trevor Lee from using it. Oh! Trevor Lee just low-blowed the referee. Elbow strike, super kick. Roundhouse. And now Trevor Lee with the chancery. Trying to lift up Cobb. Steps back, Enziguri. And he pulls the referee in. He pulls Justin at Tour of the Islands. No, reversal. 1, 2. No, Cobb kicks out. Reversing the Tour of the Islands into a small package. Cobb, though, counters with that The super kick, thrust kick by Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee! 1, 2, no! Cow kicks out. The crossbody reversal from Trevor Lee. We've seen it so many times. But the way he is able to control his body weight, not only his body weight, but the body weight of his opponent in midair is something to marvel at. Trevor Lee getting up to his feet under his own power. Jeff Cobb up to his feet with the assistance of the ropes. Running boot. Trevor Lee heading to the outside, skinning the cat back in. Arihara moonsault! Trevor Lee, cat-like agility, springing up to the top and crashing down on the champion. And Trevor Lee over the ring post with the tope con hilo.
I got Trevor right here. I got Trevor. Here you go, Trevor. You good, Trevor? I got Trevor.
For the amount of punishment he has received, Trevor Lee is pulling out all the stops against Jeff Cobb in pursuit of the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship. Cobb being brought back into the ring. Trevor Lee heads to the top. 450 note rolls through. Small package, 1, 2, no! So Trevor Lee made his mark here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Tour of the Islands! 1, no! Headbutt by Cobb. German suplex. Takes him for a ride. Leaping uppercut. Cobb sends him into the ropes. Tour of the Islands. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Cobb defends the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and still the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion, Jeff Cobb!
I never thought that in 2014, when I came to PWG for Mystery Vortex 2, I never thought that I would be having this moment right here. I never thought that I was going to main event the company that I looked up to my whole entire life. I never thought that I would make it to the main event of PWG.
You are it!
It's not me that needs to be thanked. It's each and every one of you. Because after that night, each and every one of you went to your phones and you said, Trevor Lee is the next guy. And I read every single one of those messages and I trained my ass off every single day. A little shitty, poor white kid from North Carolina gave it his all and made it in the big fucking city. And because of PWG, I was able to leave the life behind where I had to work a shitty job. I had to serve frozen yogurt to shitty little kids. It was because of you that I got to tell that job to suck my dick. This crowd, this venue, Reseda, inspired me to come out every single show and show you that I deserve to be in this business. And because of you, I'm going to the WWE. I didn't win the heavyweight title, but chances